And I just want to say this out loud, okay? And I hope we all know this. I hope we're all aware, okay? The federal government, okay, Voldemort's administration is going to keep going. This is going to be the fight, okay, for as long as they can. And so it is our job to keep going and to doing our work for as long as we possibly can. Family, it's your favorite queer radio personality, Anna DeShawn, and this is Queer News, your favorite weekly news pod where race and sexuality meet politics, culture, and entertainment.
In order to be successful, in order to get from point A to point B, from dreaming about something to actually walking into your purpose, something has to die. And a lot of times it's ourselves. And so in order for 2 a.m. Ricky to have done all of these firsts and done all these things in these last few years, the human part of me has had to suffer, right?
Now, family, that was 2 a.m. Ricky, the first Black trans male artist to land #1 on any music chart with his single What You Own, featuring the CeCe Peniston. He was also a Forbes Black History Maker. He is that guy. And I got to talk with him about his work, his why, and what he has coming up next. The interview will drop on Friday. So please make sure you stay close to the YouTube channel. You already know, E3 Radio. Hit the bell, all the things, okay? Q Crew. Q Crew. Q Crew. I don't know. I just felt like saying it 3 times. What's going on? Thank you for your continued support of this podcast. Literally, this podcast cannot happen, would not happen without your financial support, your giving. It truly is what makes this podcast keep going. So thank you. Family, our top stories today are tragic, truly. And this is my warning. If this is not something you want to hear, please, there's time codes in the show notes. Skip to the next story, but just know we will be remembering Sam and Tahiry today. Sam, a 24-year-old trans man from Minnesota who thought he found love online with a woman named Precious. So he went to New York to meet her, but never made it back home. Tahiry, a 29-year-old Black trans woman from Detroit, was found murdered in an apartment parking lot in Southfield, Michigan. In an interview with WXYZ Detroit, Tahiry's aunt said this. She said Tahiry was funny, smart, like one of those people that can walk into the darkest room and find some light in it. Let me tell y'all something, family. My heart goes out to her family and to those who loved her the most. And what I find when I report on these stories is that the people that lose their lives are some of the most beautiful people on the planet, some of the most warm and funny and life-giving people the world has to offer. And their lives are taken way too soon. We must speak their names. That's what this is about. We must speak their names. Sam, we speak your name today. Tahiry, we speak your name today. In politics, can we get some good news, please? Okay, Lambda Legal, the ACLU of Maryland, and law firms Jenner and Block and Hogan Lovells and PFLAG, y'all, it'd be a group effort, okay, secured a major win for Gender-Affirming Care. A federal judge has blocked Voldemort's, okay, executive order not to fund, support, promote, assist, or support gender transition for people under 19. Now, this is a major win, because shortly after Voldemort signed this executive order, hospitals stopped providing gender-affirming care, like almost immediately. They canceled appointments and withheld treatments. Omar Gonzalez-Pagan, Lambda Legal's senior counsel and healthcare strategist, said this. As today's decision makes clear, the president does not have the power to unilaterally condition federal funding by requiring discrimination. We hope that with today's decision, healthcare entities can go back to caring instead of abandoning them over fears of losing, admittedly, critical federal funding. This is a big win. And we've got to celebrate the wins as they come, family. Because honestly, we just never know when we're going to see another one.
Love. Fucking love. Love. Love for our community, love for each other, love for all the folks who are not here. I work at the National LGBTQ Task Force. We were founded in 1973 in the wake of the Stonewall uprising right here in New York City. And we will not stop fighting for all of us. I'm here as an ally, and I'm not speaking to any of the folks here. I'm speaking to all the folks who are out there who are queer and those who are not. Now is the time to stand up for our trans and non-binary and genderqueer siblings.
Family, that was the voice of Kathy Rena, one of my friends and homies, and she also happens to be the director of communications at the LGBTQ National Task Force. She was speaking at a rally that took place outside of the Stonewall Inn at the Stonewall National Monument in New York City. This rally was organized and put together in less than 12 hours, and 1,000 people gathered to raise their voice together against the National Park Service removing the words transgender and queer from their website. And this is all in an attempt to continue to erase our siblings from public life. In a joint statement, the Stonewall Inn and the Stonewall Inn Gives Back initiative said this blatant act of erasure not only distorts the truth of our history, but it also dishonors the immense contributions of transgender individuals, especially transgender women of color, who were at the forefront of the Stonewall riots and the broader fight for LGBTQ plus rights. Okay, family, we're going to end this political segment with some good news, okay? In Worcester, I'm telling you all, that's not how it's spelled, but that is how it is pronounced. In Worcester City, located in Massachusetts, they voted 9-2 to be a trans sanctuary city. The two people who voted against the measure said this: there are no new rights that this resolution gives that don't already exist. However, there's a potential for federal dollars to be taken away from the city of Worcester. And this is real. Like, this is the fear that Voldemort's administration will fight back by withholding federal dollars from cities, from governments, from states, if they choose to go against his wishes. Family, in entertainment, have you seen K1's new music video featuring Kehlani? Do you even know who K1 is? It's okay. Yeah, me either. I didn't know until Gay Magazine reported about it on their IG, okay? And it's for her song called Worst Behavior. And it's exactly what you think it is, okay? And I want to read some of the lyrics because I think it is worth it. I think it is worth reading some of these lyrics, okay? Need you on your worst behavior. Oh, girl, when we up in this bed, I don't know what they call it where you from, but it ain't called sex. This shit's some love spread out on satin. All these stains we left from where our bodies have been need you on your worst behavior. Y'all. This video is as hot as these lyrics. Do you understand? And we all know Kehlani is not shy about displaying her sexuality, period. And K1 seem to be on it, okay? So this one is definitely worth a watch. And if you don't know how to find it, and if you don't know how to spell K1, because you won't, okay, because it's KWN, I'll put a link to the video in the show notes, and you can just thank me later. Now, for our last story in culture and entertainment, you know I got to give y'all the latest on Unrivaled. Y'all know I am a fan, and I hope y'all are watching. This past week was the first one-on-one tournament of any professional sport that I have ever seen, okay? And it was lit. The competition was fierce. Nafisa Collier came out on top, and the internet went wild. I have never seen so much hate around one person winning fair and square, but I digress. People had lots of opinions because she's a co-founder, but I want to remind people, okay, everybody in that league is a part owner, okay? That was one of the benefits of jumping on in this first year. So I just want people to simmer down a little bit about that, okay? Simmer down. She won 200 stacks fair and square. She won cash for her team, and the semifinalists won cash too. But I do want to hear what you got to say. What did you all think about the one-on-one tournament on Unrivaled? I thought it was fantastic, but I want to hear what you think, okay? Because I can't see the NBA ever doing it. because some of the best players in NBA would get routed in one-on-one. Period. Family, you know it's that time of the show for Anna's Got a Word, because Anna's always got a word. And this week, on February 18th, is the mother herself, Audre Lorde's birthday. And so it felt only right to end this podcast with a word from Audre Lorde herself. She says, "My silences had not protected me. Your silence will not protect you. But for every real word spoken, for every attempt I had ever made to speak those truths for which I am still seeking, I had made contact with other women while we examined the words to fit a world in which we all believed, bridging our differences." Family, today I just want to remind you that your silence won't protect you. Hiding won't protect you. So you might as well speak. And if we remember Zora Neale Hurston's quote from last week's episode, if you are silent, they will think you enjoyed it. Don't let them think you enjoyed it, okay, family? Don't be silent. Don't be a bystander. Be active in this fight. Show up however you can. Time, talent, treasure. We've all got one of the three at any given time. And this is the time to tap into it, okay? Past time, actually. But if you're a little slow to the game, I understand. I understand. No judgment here. We listen and we do not judge. But I do want you all to figure out how you can use your voice, how you can use your talent, how you can use your time, and how you can use your treasure right now, because we need it. We all we got. Till next week. Peace.